Okay, well, I'm a little early, but me and Mr. Eric here are gonna rewatch some of my old videos. Huh. We're gonna watch Back to the Future and we're gonna watch Mothman Museum. This Back to the Future one's about an hour long. And yeah, what's up, everybody? SrSpookfest. I haven't watched this in a long time. Maybe 4 years ago. I think this is from 5 years ago. But it was during the vid, the 19, and I'll try and get rid of that reflection. Roger Bowen, what up? Who you gonna call? Me. Thorn Grove, what's up? Hey, babe. Yeah, me and Eric here are home alone today. Uh, I decided he should see some of this. Let me get that. I'm gonna try and block that window. I can see where's the reflection coming from. I can't tell. Might be the other window. Let me go over there. So thanks for coming in, guys. I'm going to start this in a second here because I was supposed to wait till 11:15, but that's okay. See if this helps. Possibly. That should help a bit. But I'm going to hit play in about a minute here. I got one person. I got more than one person. It's lying. Yeah, 11:13. So 2 minutes here, and we'll start this. Just kind of a fun thing I did up in Mass, and I haven't watched it in forever, so I want to rewatch it. Dang, I had that too. All right, let me fix that again. Hopefully that stays up. One more minute and we shall start. Yeah, I do have two birdies. I just fed them, so maybe they'll be quiet. You want to see them? Hey, Bert, come out here. You're not going to say anything now? You're always yelling. I got Bert and Robin. Bertman and Robin. Alright, that looks pretty good. Just about time to start. I just gotta run and grab my coffee. Alright, here we go, I'm starting it. Alright. I made it. So this was during the Rona, and me and my sister, my girlfriend, and her ex-boyfriend went. This is Paul Shea's house. He has the biggest collection of Back to the Future and the whole opening scene of Back to the Future set up in his house. You'll see. This is about an hour long.
Yeah. If you build it, I will fill it. So in 2014, we built the second barn, and
You gonna watch this with me, dude?
yeah.
Here, so you can see.
Put to good use, and
Wow.
literally, I thought about there's a big barn over there, 5 stories and 7
I can't, like, I'm in shock. This is so great.
Morning, the Bud Files. Hey, sunshines. Yeah, this is really cool. So I found this through Josh Gates, and then I talked to Paul Shea, and he let me come to the museum.
Everything I collect, accumulate, is something has personality. So it's not just something.
Right.
It has because many times you purchase items and they're inanimate. You may get even a car. A car. The year. You can look up the ID number. You can do a Carfax and so on and so forth, and that makes it have a little more personality. But I've always liked to go a little further than that. So, in other words, almost everything I have has a story. So,
Let's check it out. Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah, look at this car.
I'll let
Dude.
you acclimate
Look at that car.
yourself for a
the
minute.
toy. I love the detail. The train.
Yeah, that thing's sick.
Holy moly.
That's nothing though. Just wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Somebody's got a claw that hurts, right?
270 horsepower.
If you didn't see, he paid a really low price for this.
That's cool. Look at this.
The feathered children are home, and I give them a little food. We got to get more bird food. Roger Bowen, you're gonna be in shock.
Yeah, of course he twisted his ankle. How are you doing? Is it a kick? John Carson.
That motion,
Johnny Carson was
you
there.
saw the series, right? Okay, you saw all the movies. That's referred to as the process.
Yeah, he neglected to tell me about that car in the background. He had a few surprises for me when I got there.
This thing is beauty. Oh,
Yeah, that's actually signed by Carol Shelby.
my mom would freak out. That's her name.
Yeah, that's her name?
Yeah.
That's, you know what? Ryan, that's amazing. Because the last 2 tours, each of them have had Shelby.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, my mom is Shelby, and she was named after a general or something like that. Look at this thing.
That's a prop they used in the
Oh
movies.
my god, it's beautiful. The flux capacitor.
This gets way better. He has the actual Back to the Future time machines, and
He's got something
Echo
else
1
too.
was a big shock to me.
Related to the Ghostbusters, I didn't even know. I didn't even
Airbags,
know.
I'm lost. This thing was moving all over.
Ghostbusters.
It's so real.
Oh my god.
I was in shock.
Yeah, but I do pretty well. I win Nation's Cup sometimes.
This is incredible.
So what you're looking at, let me
It was hard to film this too because I was
Ecto 1.
so into the cars. And sorry if it's fast. And
the movie company still owns it, and they just refinished it, and it's going to be used in the next.
yeah, this one is the car they're using for the newer Ghostbusters movies.
Right, with the kid from Stranger Things.
The thing is so heavy.
The one that was in the original Ghostbusters. This actually.
Wait till we go into the actual museum. This is just his toys in the side garage. The big
In the movie.
The big barn has a lot of stuff. This is amazing though.
The person that owned it got tired of waiting, and so he put it on eBay. And for dollars.
Go away. I don't know who you are. No. Somebody call me.
Amazing.
And
Very good.
This vehicle is extremely rare
I
because
can't.
it's only made 750 of them. To begin with, it's a 59
I know.
61 Cadillac.
I know.
Exactly. So anytime you see an Echo around, it's generally not the right year and therefore not nearly as accurate. Right.
I think I've seen that too. I've seen that.
I know somebody that owns an original Herbie. VW featured him in an ad campaign. That's awesome. Herbie is really cool. Herbie, fully loaded.
What he didn't tell us was every time he took it down the road, it was on the map.
Hey, Michael, what's up? All good, man. I just started this.
Yeah, so when we took it out the first time, we rolled it off the trailer, took it down the road. It almost didn't stop.
Oh, no.
We spent the last 9 months correcting some of the things because we love details.
Yeah.
So all the little knickknacks like the searchlights and the sirens
Yeah, it's all there. Everything.
are now all totally accurate.
That's awesome.
And of course, one thing we have to do before we take it out is to take some of the accessories off the top.
So those are the machines, those fit for machines,
Wait till he opens it up. It's cool.
The gurney's in the back.
What are those? The devil is in the detail.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 64.
Look at this. So cool. So this,
backpacks. It is amazing.
the backpacks, the proton packs.
It's like, yeah. It's
I was a
ready.
little bit in shock
Ready to rock.
because he kept this from me. I thought I was just gonna see some of the cars.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. See, I'm on the board of directors for 2 museums.
Look at that.
He's a big World War II history buff.
Look at the detail on that thing. It's crazy. I didn't know where to point the camera.
And when he had the house. Okay, Nikki, thanks for your preservation of the brand.
Awesome, yeah.
And Ackroyd.
Is Nikki your wife?
Nikki actually is my son's wife.
Oh, wow. And it's Nikki.
Yeah, that was my sister's name. Yeah, those are actual screen used, some of those proton packs. And you'll see he has a bunch of screen used props from Back to the Future. He even has like
I just can't.
other hidden items that I didn't get to see, so I plan on going back. Yeah, this might get loud.
And so that camera also records
What's
audio.
up, Bert?
Then recording audio?
Yeah, this is cool.
I can stop it.
No, I want you to keep it running.
Yeah, that DeLorean is actually on airbags and was just the cab of the see it right there. So that thing bounced all around and it was used for a lot of the movies as while they were flying and stuff.
This is a piece that weighs almost 3 tons.
3 tons.
Yeah, that car is heavy as hell. This might get a little loud.
Yes. Oh boy.
Look how cool that is. So that's the one they're using for these movies that you've been watching the past few years. It was so loud. Holy shit. It's okay, Bert. It's not a real alarm.
Holy. Whoa, that's amazing.
I was in shock. I was so happy.
Where's the Stay Puft Marshmallow?
Wow. Jeez.
Absolutely.
They have.
Next to the Echo is a very important car. In part 2, when Jennifer, Chris, and Michael are going forward to October 21st, 2015, there's a lot of close-up shots. Now, crazy taxi driving.
This is
Cool car, huh, buddy?
And this is actually not that one.
It's not that.
They destroyed that car. They had no use for it.
Oh, they just
And
tossed
then,
it.
2 years after they did that, they said, you know what? We should really share how we do special effects with people. So they built another one for Universal Studios. And literally, with this scene, there were 9 guys in front doing various things. This is
Manpower.
Yeah.
that slot there. They had somebody making all of the shocks down the lower work. They had an industrial sized fan and a hose to simulate the wind and the water. And we've been really happy with these.
Yeah, it's very weird to see inside for yourself a actual time machine. I was in shock. I touched it.
I touched it.
I touched it.
So this was in a garage, hanging around, we bought it, and then we restored it. So actually we can make the time circuits work, and now we have those big chests in the back.
Oh, what's up, everybody leaving? Oh, no.
Doing his thing. That's crazy.
I wasn't filming at the time, but I did sit in one of the real time machines. This is just some of his toys. This isn't the museum part. You got like another 10 minutes before the actual stuff shows up.
Suspended from the ceiling, and they had it doing its back and
This
forth.
is nothing. This is just a few of his extras.
England, and we purchased it through an auction because we felt like we wanted to have it with.
Yeah, I sat in the real time machine for a second and then got out because I didn't want to mess anything
Yeah,
up.
so those were both in the, yeah, it'd make it look like it was
That's
flying.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
1/5 scale.
The detail is really, really good.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do with just, it's a big toy.
We have interacted with a couple of prop masters.
The details, what makes
And
it.
they just knock it out of the
Whoa.
park.
The food process, the Mr. Good,
Fusion.
Mr. Fusion.
So, on your mother's behalf, Shelby
Shelby.
is not just the Shelby
But it's,
GT 500 KR.
Yeah, that's the best one.
yeah, that thing
And
is,
so this was, after it was produced
There you
by
go,
Ford,
buddy.
it was sent to Shelby out in Las Vegas, and then they do all kinds of things to it. 540 horsepower. Now, remember about personality? This is the first Shelby produced in 2008.
40th
40th
anniversary.
anniversary of the AR. And it was given to Carol Shelby, the racetrack,
What's up, bud?
by the president of Ford as a gift. So we have
KR.
pictures of him with the car.
Yeah, I see his signature on the seat. Kind of hard to see.
signature.
And when we
Yeah,
first
signature on the dash, signature on the seat. Yeah, that's a cool car. It's got a lot of power.
I just want that. Or that.
It is a must.
Yeah, I'd be scared to even drive it.
Oh, you touch.
That's not even half of it, Mike. Wait a little bit. We're gonna go in the real museum. Oh yeah, I wore my Jaws socks, so when he goes in the future and Jaws eats him, I had Jaws socks on. This is cool, huh? This is the first time you see it. Hey, you want more? Have you, Bubba?
My wife said to me, "You're doing 85," and I said,
I'm doing 85.
"Not my fault."
You're almost to 88 miles an hour.
And all he had was a fourth gear. I said, now he has 600 miles. So
600.
600 miles on that car. Probably only like 700 now. He doesn't drive it much.
yeah, but every car that we have, with the exception of the process car, is and
My favorite Mustang is Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah, that type of car, that one is actually even more powerful. That car is all souped up.
enjoy.
It's not quite as pretty, but Eleanor is definitely the prettiest.
Very busy. And I had to pack it on the dirt.
Oh, please don't touch the car.
No rocks.
Old people sitting in their car.
I don't know, it's not this guy, but everybody stopped and looked at it.
Yeah, everybody's gonna stop for this thing.
So
Right.
it was a wonderful experience and with our cars. So every vehicle I have that I sell, I'm very much
So pretty. Isn't that pretty?
very yeah, and I think that it would be about the car so that people don't
Yeah. I touched a few of them, but not on the paint. I just like touched the seat or something. It's just those type of cars you're probably not going to see very much, especially that Mustang or this. Perfect condition, you almost never see it.
And then really it's my baby.
Yeah,
58 Corvette.
this Corvette.
That I've owned for 40 years. And when I got it, it looked like that. There are pictures of the back.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looked like when I drove it home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at the restoration, full restoration.
Yeah, it's a
Very different color. Oh, 1 year.
This car,
Look how
sticker
look
price
how
is
cheap it was.
$3,591.
72 Buick Skylark. So it was bright orange, and it was year one color, and it was expensive when we were trying to repaint it. I was like 16 driving this muscle car.
So Keith,
It was
when
awesome.
this car came out,
People looked
it was
at
$4 grand.
Yeah, I know.
I wish that car was
That
$4
car
grand.
was when it came out.
Jeez.
How cheap it was when it came out.
Put it in perspective, Brian. In
Yeah.
$1958, it was $4,300 for the accessories.
Right.
It
Was a lot.
was a lot of money back then.
You're right.
And they were hoping to make 10,000 Corvettes that year, but there was a little bit of a recession. We made 9,100.
9,100.
So when I bought it, it was 1981, and literally it had been sitting for 12 years. The guy said, "It doesn't run."
Damn, dude, I haven't watched this since I filmed it. I think I watched it once.
That's nice.
Within a
I forgot how awesome it is myself.
Yeah.
Hey, Laura.
Right.
So, in a few minutes, we'll see the real stuff. He's gonna take us over to the other barn. But this stuff was amazing. But these are like his toys that he takes out once in a while. The real museum is coming up, maybe another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, from the pictures.
Look at what we're honest to God, like this.
Yeah, I figure.
Bless you, and if you could make it, you could keep it.
More trouble, you never even own it again.
He probably said, "What's all
Such a cool car.
you kidding me?" But I told me, yeah.
So
My bride.
this is about an hour long, and then after this one, I figure I'll probably do the Mothman Museum. I'm just doing a live of some of my favorite museums.
Where is it?
Hey, Jamie Watson, what's up,
We
man?
got the pieces.
So we restored it twice, and
So
like a
beautiful.
cop, drives like a buckboard. You have to go fast.
Yeah, just straight.
So,
Straight line.
Yeah, you don't want to try and turn hard in that.
Just let you know that we had some variety.
Yeah, this isn't even the museum yet.
Ectoplasm car and Ecto one was good.
Obviously, they're not gonna come with other movies.
No,
So now we're going to the real museum.
Okay, did you get pictures of the van?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm gonna have the four of you, if you don't mind, line up, and I'll get a picture, and then we'll put that in case anybody needs it. And I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna make sure the girls have their makeup on, and, you guys do that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, what's fun is in this barn and another barn over that way, that barn has Jurassic Park stuff and Steve McQueen stuff. That's what I want to go back
That was
for.
overwhelming. Just
And I want to check out all the stuff again.
I was like in shock. Just do the fake right.
so I get to wait a few minutes. He's dressing up the place.
Recorded sound, that was
What are you guys saying?
fun. Did he turn on the
Did they just
siren?
say if you can break it, you can keep it? I don't do
I want that.
Don't do it, Ryan. I wouldn't hurt any of that stuff. But yeah, we waited like 5 minutes for him, so I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. Here we go, I think.
I'm gonna clean up this town. Start by cleaning up the floor.
Yeah, we're still waiting. Here we go. That's fine. I found out it was Massachusetts I had to go. What happened? Oh, okay. See, I haven't watched this in so long, I don't remember how long we were waiting, but yeah, we had to wait a little bit for him to turn everything on. Come on, don't mess with me now.
This is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Yeah, this
Mr. Fusion! It's Biff's car.
it's not Biff's car, it's Doc's car. I said
That's
it.
Biff's car. I don't know. Yeah, so.
I was in shock.
Oh, great Scott!
Great Scott.
That's that car! Oh man. This one ever on set? Did they like destroy this? Or is this a.
Yeah, that one.
This is the car
This
from
is.
Part 3.
Yes. Where they had to actually like try. They're trying to pull this thing with horses.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, here's the one that they were pulling with horses.
Oh,
That's
geez, yeah.
referred to as the desert car.
That's.
The Part 3 car.
I love part 3 too.
And we own that car too. That's
you
the one
do?
that's the one that's out at the Hollywood Museum.
Oh yeah.
And we loaned it to them.
Yeah, they showed that on the
Yeah.
show. That was
So
really
we
cool.
own that car.
That's awesome.
And I'll tell you all about this one in a minute.
This one is. Yeah, this one was on the rails.
And so back on the rails again.
That's back on its rails. Yeah, this is crazy.
This is also just the cars. Upstairs gets crazy.
And the skateboard. That's the original. I skateboard too. So.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
That is an original, but not. And then
Not the one, but an original one. That's cool enough. It's the Floyd.
Oh, he's got it going, yeah. This is awesome. Oh, on it and everything. Oh man. Look at that. I love the walls too, it's so good.
hand painted.
Oh, that's hand
Hand
painted.
painted.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey guys, what's up?
See,
How you doing,
I have
Christopher?
no talents. I just find that
Oh, that's
people
what the wall looked like originally?
That's right. Absolutely.
Whoa.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, that's amazing.
See, once again, this was going to be a place for cars. And then when we transformed it,
This is ridiculous.
hired,
Look, it's him up there.
I said to him, you know, if I knew I was going to do the mural, I wouldn't have put the windows there. But so we did overhead projector.
I saw that.
And
That's amazing.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Jamie. You feeling better?
And I said, I want 10:02 p.m.
Yeah.
You know why? Yeah. When the
2 minutes before.
10:04.
2 minutes before.
So I wanted everything gathering.
Let's
So
get a
we
look at this.
freeze framed that. And then we started.
I wanted to grab that so bad.
Because he gets $75 an hour. And,
The video camera, everything, dude. He has every piece from the movie.
he did,
And movie props. The actual pieces are upstairs.
And he's done some murals and,
Einstein.
and stuff.
Einstein.
What's up, Einstein?
So I said, what do you think? And he said, golly.
Let's get it.
Ah, man. How perfect it was, too. I was like, oh my god, I just wanted to get in and test it out.
First of all, I didn't work it out.
All right, go grab food. All good. This is gonna be playing for the next like half an hour. It's only been at 30 minutes. This thing's a whole hour. It's not exactly a replica. These cars were in the movie. The truck was the actual car from the movie, Marty's truck, the black truck. Hey, Pomp, what up? So you'll hear a funny story about Marty's truck.
Last time generator, 1977, 520. Huh. That is amazing.
Pretty cars, huh, Eric? Look at that. Yeah, so these cars you're seeing are mostly from the movie. Everything in this room is either movie prop or like that's the actual Doc's car. This is one of the time machines. This is Doc's car, real car. That's Marty's real truck over here.
I got that. I saw that.
So this is
Yeah,
the one
one that they used.
where his mom tried to kiss him in the car.
This is in the car where he's in the back seat and it's all nap over there. I love the train at the end of this movie. It's one of my favorite parts of all the movies.
Oh, cool, huh? Want some more milk?
Let's go check out Marty's truck.
You just watch it.
This car is just beautiful.
I was having a hard time filming because I was
Doc 49.
just
This is the one
shocked.
Marty's in the back and he's trying to steal, or actually it might be a different car. This says Doc on it, so this is Doc's car. I'm overexcited. He's got another one of the skateboards. Mr. Fusion! Look, there's a flux capacitor. That's like.
To give you an idea, the original one of those comes up.
Radiation area.
Yeah, you probably did 30 of them. Just did a whole bunch, and they're about 15.
I did get one of the license plates. It's somewhere still around. I haven't seen it in a while.
Marty's leather jacket, 1955.
Look how small it is.
All right, so why don't I give you a little bit of a tour, so we can talk about the development of our passion. So how did it all begin? You know, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Well, the chicken was actually the first DeLorean I ever bought. That was 1995. And I had seen them back in 81. I worked across the street from a franchise. And walked over.
That said, yes, this is the same truck from the movie.
By that time,
15 years ago, I was young, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, that's Hot Man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a DeLorean. Not
How
driving.
about you, Keith? Ever seen one?
No.
Alicia? So you fall into the category of the 95% of the people in the world that have never seen a DeLorean in real life.
No, this is my first
And
DeLorean.
if you have seen a DeLorean time machine.
Never mind the time machine part.
That is the car that they use in, like, say they bring it out on a TV show or, like, you know, late night
They
TV.
didn't realize that they
That's-
just had normal cars.
That car's been on TV a lot.
So in 95, I bought this because a friend of mine was getting divorced and it was pretty ugly. And so he said, you know, give me 10 grand for it. It's probably worth 15 at the time. So
Yeah.
I bought it. And well, I had other cars and we took it to a cruise night as what's called a stock DeLorean. And people were.
A stock DeLorean can only go 80 miles an hour. You gotta soup it up to go 88.
So we realized we had some.
Marty's truck, and the story on Marty's truck is insane. You'll hear it in a minute. I love that truck. I wanted it when I was a kid.
Can you get one of these for me? And he said, what? All of that. He was a radio TV man and he did all kinds of things like that. But, so he said, son, you're on your own. So it was quite a while, but then eventually online you could buy a sharing. So literally, in 2010, we got the car 15 years at that point. By that time, we knew there was a huge following. We knew that there were all kinds of groups. There were actually 4 people that were doing what's called conversions. And I do a lot of negotiating, and I'm pretty assertive. So I contacted, but I didn't like it. So I contacted before then. And there was one that I had a pretty good rapport with. And we talked about what he would do, and he had done 4 cars. And I elected to go in at such a point. And once you convert it to
Yeah, go back.
there's 350 holes that drill.
Yeah, the stainless steel is punctured everywhere.
So, to see my lady going on to the trailer, heading off to.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. So what I did, my son Patrick, who you saw in the series, and my son and my partner, I sent him out to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And so he helped the guy do the work, knowing
I
it was an investment.
At some point I stopped filming and I sat in that car for a moment. It was awesome. Just so cool. This was the 3rd movie car that they blew up with they hit it with a train.
Yeah.
From the 3rd movie, if you've never seen it. A lot of people have seen it, but to see this stuff in real life, I was freaked out pretty much the. Yeah, wait till we go upstairs there, Pomp. He'll probably tell you about Marty's truck. I can't remember if he does it in this one.
Well, it's something so common, you don't think about it.
Oh yeah, Roger Bow, and they actually used Mr. Fusion in Aunt Bo's kitchen in The New Hope in Star Wars.
I don't think so.
Man, this is like Nerdtopia. Oh, so cool. Yeah, I was geeking out the whole time.
October 21st, you know what that date is, right?
Yeah.
That's the date they went forward. We got contacted by 6 different.
That Helix is probably the only one from the era without a 50 cal mounted in its back.
There were 4 in New York City. But this guy contacted me and he said, "Hey, you live in Hudson?" I said, "Yeah." I used to live in Grafton on the other side of the city. He said,
You hear my birdies, yeah. He's being mean to his brother.
This was back in 2018. I said, "Well, I haven't really decided." He said, "Well, we want to use your car." And I said, "Okay, we're for."
Of course.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, the skateboard, I get to hold it and stuff, but yeah, it was hard not to try a trick on it or something.
So I said, the car goes, we go. Not let my car, anybody else.
Right.
So,
Yeah, what are they
he
gonna
said,
do
we
with it?
need it on the 20th of October in New York City. I said.
Let me see that almanac. I need to do some bets.
So he said to me, how
Later,
much do you need?
Laura. Thanks for stopping in.
And I said, well, we give all the profits, like a response.
Look at how it looks at night. It's so cool.
First of all, I said, parking the trailer in New York City.
Ha! He got pulled over.
And that's
a lot of money.
80 yard. And I said, I need a place for my son and his fiance. And I said, no problem, you can stay with the crew. Well, who's that? He said, I was in one yesterday, I'm not today. So he said,
Got all their signatures.
all right, $7,500. Done. Okay. And we gave 4,000 to the microphone.
Yeah, I would have never known this was up in Mass if Josh Gates didn't do a show on it. So about a week after I watched the show, I called Paul Shea, and then I emailed him, and he was like, "Hi, you can come." I'm like, "I'm coming. We're gonna be there. I don't care about a pandemic." Hey, Sam Hames, Campfire Chills. What's up, dude? Yeah, you're a little late, but we'll be able to watch it after later if you want to watch the beginning. you can see the Ghostbusters Echo 1, some other cool cars, and then we really are just getting into this. And then we go upstairs. So there's like 20 minutes left at least of this, and then we're gonna start watching the Mothman Museum.
In costume, have been in a DeLorean time machine since the movie wrapped in 1989. That was when Tosh Story 3.
That's a long
And they're
time.
wearing those costumes. Actually, they're
Ha.
Yeah, I was just a little baby.
so the coveralls I've changed since then because they were filthy. But the rest of the
Wait till you hear about Marty's truck. There's a crazy story behind that.
literally the toolbox and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you gotta see the Echo 1 and some of the other stuff in the other garage.
When you see the final product,
I just want the truck.
think about
I just want the
them.
truck.
They rolled my car onto the stage.
Yeah, you'll see. He has everything. You're gonna be shocked when we go upstairs.
Rolled it onto the stage, and then rolled it back 17 times. That's all the times that
He has the biggest Back to the Future collection in the world, so yes, he has a lot more than just the guitar.
And they had all the big reader boards so they could read their script and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We got a production. Oh, big production.
Awesome. And you got to hang out and watch them do that.
Absolutely.
And that's fun too, because it's a big part of you love this stuff, so it's like, we have to see how they do it.
And to have Jimmy Kimmel sit in my car.
Yeah.
And literally say to us, I'm not driving, say to us,
Yeah, this is beyond.
it was really cool. And then the fun facts are, they have Christopher Lloyd, who is as flaky as ever, Jim on Taxi, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, I know Taxi.
And so the first time he sat in the car, the producer said, now, Chris, what you have to do is sort of steer the car. And
Sort of.
then my director says, stop. The brakes. That's all you have to do. Because there's ninjas in the on. So Pat's trying to watch him. And he's going like this the wheels, and this is before they're doing kind of shit. And he's got the buttons on his hand. So Pat leans on and says, Chris, and then when they say stop, you hit the brakes. So here's my son telling me to walk around with the car. All right.
Yeah.
So first time they did it 5 times. First time.
Clean.
We see the car go around, we're watching from the back and smoke, and we hear the stage director say, stop. Stop. He still, stop.
Stop the car.
We almost drove it into the
my-
orchestra.
Oh my.
If he crashed that,
5 feet.
Christopher Lloyd, why did you crash?
Car back and get in line and gonna do it again. I leaned down and I said to him, Chris, don't drive my fucking car.
Must be a sailor king. Yeah.
Please.
That's a weird vest. Why is he wearing a life vest?
Ruin the car.
So,
It was many years since he had driven it.
yeah, and those are their signatures. They sign.
this is the
Yes.
scene here?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the scene from the scene from the scene.
So,
I love that, huh?
yeah.
Oh, it's so amazing.
So Jimmy Kimmel Live, YouTube.
And then Josh Gates did a whole hour program on this.
Not exactly. 135 people combined with Brooklyn Music Academy. Brooklyn Academy of Music.
There's only 15 minutes, so there must be another one where we go upstairs. I'll have to find it.
We came to a door, and I tell you, there was 2 inches outside. But they had all these guys that were making sure, and all the gloves on, and. But we were shooting. So now, my friend Ryan loves the truck, okay? Well,
Yes.
this
Yes.
is,
I do love this truck.
this is the truck from the movie.
This is amazing.
Not just
To
a
run drugs in Mexico.
1985 Toyota.
Yeah, to run trucks in Mexico.
So this, after part 1, they had a lottery and someone won the truck. And within 6 months, it was
Yeah, I love Taxi.
Oh.
That was a funny show.
Decided to do
He
Constitution.
crashed a car on Taxi. I don't remember.
$15,400.
I was real young for Taxi.
Totally set up like the Part 1 truck. And then they used
I
Part
hope-
2 and 3.
No, there's only 15 minutes left, so I must have the other video
And at the end, they gave
where
back
we go upstairs and everything. I'll have to find it. I thought this was the whole thing, but my phone was like dying. I was filling up too much space.
Then he sold it off. And
I was so nervous I wasn't going to get to film all of it.
that is the key.
Yeah, you need the.
Documentation.
Yeah, you need it.
So no ifs, ands, or buts, VIN number, releases, contracts with Universal, cancel checks. And for some reason, there were 4 other people who owned the truck beyond that, the zoo. And during its ownership.
Only Fools, yeah, that's a good one.
It was gone for almost 2 weeks.
What?
And then the guy that owned it got a call from the federales in Mexico who said, sir, we have your truck down here, do you want it back? And he said, what's it look like? Yeah, got a couple of dents, but we removed all the drugs.
We removed all the drugs for you.
So that truck was stolen and used as a drug truck after the movie. And they didn't get it back for almost 15 years.
You mentioned your color of your car.
Yes,
See that orange?
yeah.
Yeah, it was orange. I saw the picture over here.
And pull the interior off, put a racing interior in it. So then it ended up on Craigslist in California for what I call chump change. And it was at the time when they were restoring the car that's at the Peterson Museum, that's what's called the A car. There were 7 DeLoreans that were used in the 3 movies. 7 DeLoreans. Only 3 exist. One was right there. One is the Part 3 car that is in the Hollywood Museum. We own that car. We loaned it to them for their big exhibit. It's been out there longer than I wanted it to be, but COVID shut them down for a year.
Yeah, it's all just.
So they were restoring there was a group restoring the A car. That's the one that's at the Peterson. That's the funny section of the first part when
Yeah.
Chris gets in. He's okay. We're gonna take the keys and go and
Yeah.
throw them out. Well, they had the opportunity to buy this truck, but they were so immersed in restoring the other car, it happened at the same time. It's pretty uncalled.
So soon I'm going to have to
And they were.
see if this keeps going. I don't know, but
So we wrestled on the ground and so on and so forth. The reason
I hope
had
I show-
knew it was a truck from.
don't think I know Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman was a nut. He was a comedian that
Pretty good shape.
did some really weird, annoying things.
Ran fine, but I wanted it to be diamond. I
Yeah,
wanted it to be just
exactly.
like Marty when he opened that garage door and looked at it, shining back at him. So we found the right guy. We got very involved in the restoration and,
You can tell.
so this
Look
is.
at the underneath
Yeah,
there.
this has been in, 3 shows where it's been judged, and out of 100, they're on it all 3 times. You know, when they come by, if you ever seen that, they have a mirror.
Thank you very much.
They look underneath,
Oh, yeah.
and then when they looked at my motor, they looked at me and.
Yeah, that will be next. I'm hoping this goes all the way upstairs and we look at the opening scenes and everything. It should, but there might be another like 15-20 minute video of this place in the upstairs. I should try and find it and play that, but I got a couple from Mothman
What are you
Museum.
talking about? There's nothing over here.
We're gonna, this is something we're gonna have.
Still, that's
Yeah,
just.
because that happened.
It's so crazy that looking at something.
Man on the Moon?
movies.
But
My son Riley, his initials are REM.
it's the exact stock engine.
There's the Clint Eastwood hat. Wait till you see the upstairs, because I started like 10 minutes before, so there should be another 20 minutes of this.
Millions of these, right? So we had the original motor.
Yeah, this is like even better than Jay Leno's garage, although I'd love to go to that one too.
California, that does nothing but these motors. And the guy said, okay, we'll put you on the waiting list, give us, 2 years, we'll get back to you and tell you when to send it, or,
2 years.
huh?
2 years.
So, 2 years before they even take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, I think I should tell you a little bit more about this movie. And when I got through with them, they said, you can ship it tomorrow.
The next day, get that.
And they put all NOS parts in it. They did a.
That car was beautiful too. Doc's old 49.
And then behind you is
Hi, Mystic Mima.
package from all 3 movies.
Docs.
This is Doc's package.
Docs.
Hey, this is my.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
is Marty on the getting the back of this at one point. I
No,
think.
that's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's the 46 Ford. But this is the one. Marty takes to the prom. He has an interaction with his mother.
His mom tried to make out with
There's
him.
a fight with Biff.
The fight with
Joy, etc., etc. This is
So
the
he has a sticker on that. It means he can take that out and drive it around. I'd love to drive that car. You probably get stopped and by everybody, especially since the license plate's Doc's car. No, Mystic Mima, this is the world's biggest collection of Back to the Future cars, props, movie props. It's in Massachusetts. If you watch the beginning, you'll see the Echo 1 from Ghostbusters, and that's the car they're using these days for the movies, because he lends it out to Hollywood and Universal. Whoever's making the movies, they have to get the cars from him.
It looks like a fun car, just to
Maybe
drive.
it's good, go down the road with it, it just goes down the road well, and when I let Josh Gates drive it, I told him, just be careful.
Yeah,
If
you watch the Josh
Don't
Gates
scratch
one,
the car.
he drives that car around, and it is insane. I would be scared to drive it.
Straight eight.
Listen to, yeah, straight eight, you gotta listen to the motor.
I love the inside with the knobs and the radio, everything in there is so awesome.
Power seats, power,
Yeah, it's all.
and power windows.
It's like one of the first
Oh,
cars
wow.
that have that.
Oh, yeah, I see the little model.
Yeah.
It looks very comfortable.
It was one of the first cars to have electric windows and stuff.
Look at the window power buttons right there. See that?
Yeah.
That's a rate.
And you could still wind them up if you wanted. So if the power buttons doesn't work, you can. Or that just might be a door handle.
So
But
many little things.
yeah, he had too much. I was freaking out.
And he's like the doc's like, film this.
I kind of want Marty's old camera, the VHS camera.
Doc, how the hell do you see that? Dump fact.
Yeah, I got one of those license plates that says out of time.
Or the automatic tires. That was boots from the Cowboy one. Oh, another flux boot.
That's the best percent, because they have a lot of extra, you know,
Hey, Tales from Space.
Yeah.
Overwatch. Taxi model.
Sign.
Look at the futuristic bottles that they had at the bar when Marty's in 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Play this song. Look at the jacket that
This automatic jacket. I love
I'm
that.
sure I had that as a kid.
you probably did.
Well, if you've been to the future, you gotta go back to the same spot in the future. You can go back to that spot.
Like, it's pretty small.
Coffee and edibles never ceases to amaze me. I have to have at least a cup of coffee now. I used to not drink coffee, but it helps. Marty's
His car is pretty nice.
Marty's
What
truck
year
had
is
NOS
yours?
in it.
64.
64.
The flux capacitor.
Yeah, that's a good cream.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Extra.
Stick me,
I'm
Mom.
kind of in
I'm
shock.
not on the marijuana today,
All
not
this
yet.
was very overwhelming for me, actually.
And perchance.
I was so overwhelmed, I didn't know where to film.
Everything we collect goes to.
This was 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't even
God,
know
I haven't watched this in forever.
what to really say about it.
The night shot was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Nikki's trying on some glasses.
Those are when he comes back and Marty's looking at him like he's
Oh,
crazy.
there's something. What's that? Is that supposed to be you on the clock
Me on
tower?
the clock tower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's him on the
When
clock.
I saw the face, I was like, I don't want that.
Coffee is life.
That's awesome.
You get a picture?
Yeah, I got her.
Transfixium dysfunctional. Yes, dude, where's my card? What's my tattoo say? Dude, what's mine say? Sweet. Dude, what does my tattoo say? Sweet.
By the way, Michael signed the advising on this.
Yes, I saw that. That's
Yeah,
really
so Christopher Lloyd and Michael
It was sitting in the
Fox
back
signed a bunch of stuff. So,
cool. Definitely the original.
That definitely the original.
Yes.
That was the truck.
Of course. Yeah.
I always wanted that
Isn't
truck.
there like a new series of artwork that's
I think so, yeah.
I saw that.
And then that big sign in front of you was at Universal Studios in Japan. They went for the ride.
Paranormal Proof, what's up, man?
Oh, you had that shift here?
Actually, it was in California.
Yeah.
Even from California, it cost me $900 to ship.
Oh, yeah.
$900, jeez.
Yeah, thank you. And then, all the Pack 2 drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those. I got.
Screen use.
Monkey, squirrel, and a lizard, apparently. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what the squirrel reference is, what I miss.
You're welcome.
You think I have a squirrel moment on coffee, you should see me
That
without
was
it.
you.
Yeah. And then here, remember what the Pepsi,
Unopened?
perfect, unopened,
Yes.
signed by Don Fuller
Cool. Goldie for
and
me.
Bob Gill.
Golden Premier. And
You know Bob Gill is? Writer and producer for all three movies.
Oh, wow.
Big shot.
Big
That's
shot.
a really expensive thing of
That's the
Pepsi.
one.
Holy,
They were $1,000.
is she Mary Poppins? Yeah, he bought one of those.
That's awesome.
Very cool. I don't know if I want out of time or.
Marty's living.
Yeah, I got out of time.
That's got more screen time in part 1
Yeah.
than any other costume. That's a,
Cocktails on there.
yeah, and actually, I don't think he has it on then. But he has it
Which one?
when he
Out
goes
of
to
time, in time,
school
or
and
back in
early
time?
on and many other portions, yeah,
Mm.
so.
We want one of these.
Okay, that's sure, yeah.
I donated.
Oh, you done?
And, so, and then that's the shirt that Christopher Lloyd wore on all three.
Yeah, and just to go there and hang out with him, he's such a nice guy. I actually met Josh Gates while I went to his live show and I screamed, Paul Shea! I went and Josh Gates was like, oh yes, Paul Shea, that was a great episode, and looked at me like I was crazy, but I had to say something to Josh Gates. Like, a thank you kinda for telling me about this so I could go.
That I know who they are, and if they ever go up for a seal again, I will probably.
Yeah, so a lot of this is from the movies, and then when we go upstairs, all the stuff from the movies. I might have to find that one. Whether I do Mothman Museum and then that one, you'll have to wait. I got a little while before I gotta go pick up the kids, so we'll keep watching for as long as I can.
Was used for all the stunts for all three movies.
I got
Then they decided.
Those squirrels got a lot of answers for me.
doors down, 'cause
Yeah, when they cobbled it back together.
it is, it's just.
But,
Yeah, this thing got hit by the train in the third movie of Back to the Future. And that's the actual box that they've used as like the engine for the old-timey engine.
They did what they had to do. So here is a photo of Michael's stunt
Yeah,
double
that.
just before.
Oh, man.
He jumped out and ran.
And then,
Oh, that.
and then here's a photo of the actual impact.
Oh, he is
Look how
so
close he got to
Yeah,
getting hit
they
by a
didn't
train.
actually stop the train.
Because he had to push,
Yeah,
to
well,
like drive the car on the rail tracks towards the train.
After the movie, Universal sort of knows how to make money. And
Sort of.
so they literally cobbled the car back together. They put it out on display at Universal Studios until 1995.
Yeah.
And then they sold it to Planet Hollywood,
Ah,
being that big production.
Oh, that's good,
And
Pop.
it ended up
I just read
at
your
Planet
message
Hollywood
there.
in Honolulu.
Glad you got a
15
lady.
years, hanging upside down
yeah.
in the entrance to Planet Hollywood.
Which I probably walked past that when I was a kid and didn't realize.
And after that, when Hollywood closed in Honolulu, and it went into storage.
Squirrels, when they eat, always look like they've been caught smoking, rolling a
that was
joint.
about the time
Jamie.
we were emerging on the
Squirrel.
scene. And the last 5 years, I
Squirrel.
tried to get to first base with Planet Hollywood, but I never did. So eventually, one of the auction houses out in California, called Profiles Industries, contacted me and they said, I have something you're going to have to have. All right, Joe. You told me what they had. And I said, okay. All right. I said, just don't screw with me. Because I work for auctioneers and I work for museums. And,
So it's only 12 o'clock here, so at 1:45 I gotta go and pick up the kid, but that gives us plenty of time to do some of the other museums I've gone to.
we'll see.
Mothman Museum, if I have another video of this stuff, I'll find it and maybe just play that later. Do not build. The flux capacitor.
So,
I touched the leather strap, it's very old.
and so that.
Yeah, that is original from the movie. But wait till you see what he's got upstairs. It's insane. I've never seen anything quite like it. Yeah, I'll do that next, Pomp. I don't know what the video's called for the upstairs one. I can't remember. So I'd probably have to find it. And I know where the Mothman is because I put that one on my Ghost Hunts and More playlist.
Displaying things and presenting them. So in my
You
mind,
gotta see all the movie props he's got.
I want to do it right. So
I hope I
I
don't know right now. If you're gonna see everything upstairs, it might be a separate video because I was filming for so long.
And that is the final product. So that's 10 by 10 feet, and you can see who's driving the train.
Yeah, it's him driving the train in the picture.
Engineer Bill.
So we have that as the collision train. That's the 1985 train for the Plat 3. But
Yeah, Mothman will be next.
turn the display around, we will turn this car around. And then hitting that.
He was running away.
And then on the other side of this.
Is that the old one?
Oh, so you could flip that around and have the old train.
Smart. It's amazing. I appreciate you having us.
Yeah. This is great.
We didn't know about the upstairs either.
There's a train in there. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't see it. But,
I love the look.
I didn't even.
From the movie.
So that's actually a real electrical schematic, but I learned at school. But see what it says? Do not count.
Those were put out by Natty. It was a one run, and back in 2012, and they went for, they were $110.
Jeez.
That's
Back what time?
It's expensive just for a hoverboard.
Yeah, and now they go for $700.
Was
That's
that,
the one from the movie.
was that one like used?
That's yeah. As a matter of fact, why don't we get a big picture of you in front of the clock tower? Okay. And I'll give you, you can hold that. Yeah.
Can I hold that? The hoverboard.
And then one of you can take the skateboard.
Aw, no. So I'd have to find the other I did not save it. Let's see if it's in my videos. If I can find it real quick. No, I have too many videos. That's not gonna work. So I gotta go to. All right, let me just go to Mothman because um yeah, this this. All right, so now I'll show you the upstairs later if I have time, or I'll just put that video up
Hey everybody, what's up?
after this live, unless it's right here. No, I don't know. I have a lot in here that. So we got 35 minutes of Mothman.
I didn't see that stuff.
All right, let's just watch, and then I'll find the upstairs with all the movie props from Back to the Future, and he has the full setup of.
Hey, we just made it.
We are in Point Pleasant right there.
I just saw the sign for the Mothman Museum.
That's not the bridge, but it's one of the bridges along that Ohio River. Yeah, so if I have time, I'll go back and find the Back to the Future movie props. He has all of them with guitar, everything, pinball, and then he has the movie set up at the very beginning with all the clocks and the automatic dog food machine and everything. It's perfectly set up and it all works. So I'll probably skip ahead a little here because it's a lot of us just driving over to the Mothman Museum. We just entered Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Immediately, I was too excited. I definitely, I was, because this was the first time I went to Mothman. So I've been there twice, and I plan on going back this summer. So I can't wait.
West Virginia.
If you don't know about Mothman, I do believe in Mothman. Yeah, because I don't know where part 2 of Back to the Future is. It's probably on this playlist. I just gotta find it. I did film all the way up until we actually got to Mothman, so I don't know why I did that, but I was too excited. Yeah, you could go to the Mothman Museum. It's amazing. So now we're in the town. We just got to Point Pleasant.
I think we could park anywhere. Well, closer, if you can.
So those shops right there are all really cool right next
I
to
welcome you to Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
right, and this hotel right there, that hotel is super haunted. I want to stay there.
The world's only Mothman Museum. We've made it.
I was so excited because I didn't know how big it was.
We've made it. Number 2 bucket list item.
I'm super excited. Let's go in the Mothman Museum.
They're pumped. Those boards, if you want one, is like $300 or $400 now, maybe $900 at this point. That was years ago. So I can't remember how much they cost, but that's why I don't have one because they're too expensive. I do have some Mothman stuff from this place. Mothman, watch out!
This is awesome. Hello.
Yeah, that low hotel, the whole thing's super haunted. Right on the other side of that is a memorial to where the bridge fell. Like right down the street. Yeah,
Yeah, like
John Keel
the
stayed
movie
there.
came out the business.
They have movie props in this museum. I'm going to check out some of the merch first, and then we'll go into the museum.
So cool.
I was so happy. I was vibrating.
I like this one. I'm shaking. I don't even know why. They have Mothman comics. I want everything in here. Should I get a mini Mothman? Mini Mothman? Glow in the dark mini Mothman?
I got a t-shirt, I got a sweatshirt, I got cups, I got a mug that says Mothman is my boyfriend.
Search team. Should
Mothman is my
hang out,
boyfriend.
go out in the woods and search for
Right, and if you hit moth, it basically turns to dust, so it would be the same for Mothman. Just hit moth. Yeah, I got that shirt right there. I've been just talking about Mothman with my girl, and she showed me the statue. He got a huge ass.
Cool, huh?
Yes, he does. I've smacked
See
it.
the big guy on the scene?
So I've been to the Mothman statue, and there's a live feed from my
How about this
buddy, Spooky Appalachia, and Wild and Weird West Virginia are podcasters that work around here and help the museum. As you can see, the pizza shop is down the road a little bit that you can get the Mothman pizza. It is a 9.3 out of 10. That's how good that pizza is.
Runs amok.
I've eaten the Mothman pizza. There's been a possible Nessie sighting recently, right? And there's a video on YouTube. I just saw that. A guy was up on a hill and filming down, and it jumps out of the water, and it's a really good one. That new Nessie sighting.
Could use a new bag for
Paranormal.
investigation. My little backpack isn't that great.
I do need a new bag still.
It's only 40
$40 ain't bad. That's what I'll. Alright, shut the door.
No pain.
Yeah, so
That's off.
they have everything, and even next door there's another store with just the Flatwoods Monster, Mothman,
TNT. That makes
Bigfoot. What else? Because they have everything in Point Pleasant. There's more cryptids than just Mothman. Injured Cold.
nice.
Michael, if you're still here, you know about Injured Cold a little bit now. Wait till we get to Monday. We're going to be watching the second episode of Hellier. If you've never seen Hellier, you got to watch Hellier.
That whole ammunition. We're going in.
Oh, we're going in.
Let's go see stuff.
I was so happy.
Oh, you brought the birdies. I didn't know you were bringing them.
Yeah, those are my birdies right
Don't
behind me.
get scared. It's not a real bird.
Yeah, Riley was like, oh no.
Oh, stop.
And he watches horror movies and horror cartoons all the time. This is scary. He was only not maybe just 5.
1966.
Yeah.
In 67, the bridge collapsed. Oh, you want to stick your face in there, Mama? Look at Mom. The Men in Black. Watch your
The
back
Black
for the
Shuck.
Men in Black.
Men in Black all over the town. People didn't know who they were, and that's a small town, so everybody knew everybody. But Men in Black kept knocking on doors and asking questions.
Saw some news. Here's some of this stuff.
That's Injured Cold.
She was the
So the weird UFO spotted.
woman, the reporter that got followed by the Men in Black.
She was followed for writing stories. Look at all the confessions and stuff. These are all different notes.
He wrote the book.
Yeah, and those are actual notes of his. Yeah, you want that statue for the stream room? These are all the confessions from people that had to go to the police and eyewitnesses. Roger Scarberry, handwritten descriptions of the creature at his
So I'm
house.
not gonna read all this because it's pretty well
Yeah, faded.
worn.
Can't really
but
read it, but
This is also Marion Mallett's handwritten
Front and back.
down here.
Mystic Mimo.
This is a long one.
Around Virginia, we have the Gooch Monster. I'm not really sure
If you
why
want.
they call it the monkey Gooch Monster or something.
These, look at how
Not
many-
deer. Look at how many reports. Each one of those is a different report.
Insane.
And this is movie props over here,
Dude, man.
which I didn't realize at first there was actual movie props from Mothman
What's up?
Prophecies. I'd love to mechanic chase me. Yeah, one of those statues or whatever would probably be a couple $1,000.
And at the same time, what was going on with Injured Cold, I don't know if you guys believe in Inner Earth, but I think he actually came from Inner Earth, Injured Cold. He was landing his spaceship, walk up to a car with a grin and telepathically talk to people. That's a crazy one, but I think he was
Mothman's
something
real.
else. Maybe Mothman was his...
There's like 76 reports, and some of them were police or military.
This is great. Look at all the newspaper clippings. The amount of reports is ridiculous. I absolutely believe maybe it is a mutated animal, but
That's a piece of the bridge that when they broke the bridge in the movie.
Mothman Prophecies came in contact with Richard.
That's the actual blanket.
So that's the blanket that was on the bed when Injured Cold calls him, and I just touched it. Oh, they're all signatures
The amount
of
of
it.
pennies you'd need to be pretty, I'm sure.
County War, Point Pleasant scenes. Wow.
Pump. Doggers.
What's up? Mothman.
That's the actual window that
Oh,
it.
that's cool. Look at this is actually from a movie. Don't touch. Don't touch.
The watch and the chapstick.
The watch and the chapstick. Yes. Please do not touch anything, okay? The cake
Yeah, I've
stand.
heard calls too of like what sounds like Bigfoot, Michael, so probably another real type of creature. We just don't understand it. We don't see them
here's a fun
much, so.
fact about the bridge, and it was 40-something years old, but the pin, the eye pin that was holding one part of the bridge, was the 13th pin
Yeah.
that snapped, and that happened. So 46 people passed away, and 2 bodies were never found, and 200 people were injured. And
There's a
till
lot of
today,
sea
it's
monsters
still the
in the
worst
Great
bridge
Lakes
disaster
too.
in the United States, like the worst. Maybe late. Silver Bridge tumble, 7 dead, 41 missing. So they ended up finding 44 people altogether, and 2 people were found. But they did a whole bunch of research after the bridge collapsed and realized it was the 13th pin that collapsed. Just the section from the bridge. Twisted. Vehicles plunging. It's insane. I don't know if I showed you.
Yeah, last year we found a 25-foot whale never seen by science before, so that's a cryptid, and we have only found 14% of animal and nature life on the planet, so 14% ain't a lot. And that's being generous. So all those things are props, and then I got into
Bigfoot. I'm going this way.
yes, Project Blue Book.
Oh, cool. Some the artwork and stuff. Ooh, I really like some of those.
Yeah, they got some cool
Don't
artwork.
touch. It's not yours, you can't touch. Alright, well you can touch that. That's okay. It's a piece of the bridge.
Yeah, some of the Great Lakes have plane wreckage and boat wreckage and weird tides, and people have said they've seen sea monsters in the Great Lakes.
Going through here and I'll be right there. John Keel.
Yeah, it's a guess. I mean, over the past, from like when we started the 1800s, really cataloging a lot of stuff, to now, we have figured out maybe, I give it 10% at the most. Like the ocean, we probably only explored 8%, 7%.
So, actually, they'll probably have it in here, but this
Yeah,
whole
Lake
area
Erie definitely has a
back
sea
when
monster.
this
I've
town
seen
was
it on my map in black, which I got from this
1790
museum.
1790 something. I think the Native Americans got in a war with the settlers.
Yeah,
and
Chief
they
Cornstalk.
actually killed the chief Cornstalk, and he cursed the land before.
So
he
this is a
passed
lot
away.
like Bridgewater
They had his
Triangle.
son locked up, and they killed him too. So this land has had a lot of crazy.
Yeah, Flying Dutchman has been seen in the Great Lakes. That's crazy.
What's over there?
Oh yeah, that's the other store.
Or it might be Bigfoot.
There's a glow-in-the-dark Mothman putt-putt upstairs in that place. Now we're watching a TV, and you're watching me.
Well, the toxic waste, don't touch it. You're gonna mutate.
I'd say, either you come carry us away.
Yeah, it is the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman.
1727 to 1777. That was close. So, there are actually reports of UFOs before any of Mothman. Stop touching stuff.
Yeah, and the Flatwoods Monster was a really weird one.
Look at some
That was years before.
of the.
So this whole town is just very paranormal.
Maybe prophecies. That's what I was looking at first. So
I-
this story actually has a lot going on with Men in Black, the Mothman, John Keel coming into town to do all this research. He did maybe years of research or something. Excuse me. Oh. It said to sign in for a second. I don't know. Guest book. Leave your marker.
Yeah, that was cool.
I could
Like,
do that, but I'm not doing that
so-
right now.
you can actually sign up. And what I didn't know the first time I went was I found out about Spooky Appalachia about a sticker on a road sign, and I stuck one of my stickers up there. Of course, it's gone now. It's probably covered.
Armament was one of the first reports was a couple of kids. They went looking for it, and it jumped on their hood. And then when they drove off, it might have been a different group of kids, but this happened more than once. They actually went to the police, and when they got there, they thought they were going to be the only people really reporting this, and there was already like 20 reports of seeing a flying man, moth-like. They still call it Birdman today, I believe, right? Yeah, that's what I watched a whole documentary on that. '68.
Yeah, they do very well. There's a whole parade, the Mothman Parade, and it's like the whole day. I'm hoping I can get to one
That's
soon.
like the old,
Meet some of my YouTube buddies.
out in the woods.
Wild and Weird, West Virginia. And Spooky
They
Appalachia.
say it might be a giant crane. They do show up
Lemmy was
around
God.
here. Sandhill cranes. I don't believe that with how many reports happened with glowing red eyes. Maybe it was the chemicals or something. There's other theories that it's an interdimensional being like from the fourth dimension can come here and go back. This stuff's cool too because it's all from the movie. I really loved that movie. This was insane. That's the bridge that's there now, or that might be the original that fell. But there's still a bridge like that over there. I showed it in the beginning.
The Silver Bridge doesn't exist anymore, but the spot does, and there's another bridge right near it.
For the guys that had to go underwater to find stuff.
Yes. Lemmy was a bass player and one of the best. My uncle plays bass.
Darren Berger, the first guy that actually, I was reading up on it, and the
Yeah,
first people
Wild and Weird West Virginia.
that
I'll
actually
jump in and
see
talk to the
Mothman
guys every once in a
were
while.
3 or 5
Hopefully I get to meet him one day.
grave diggers out
Or Spooky
in the woods,
Appalachia. That
and he
guy's
jumped
cool.
down from a tree.
He kind of does what
almost
you
hit
do,
them all in
Michael, with
head.
the stories.
Swooped real close. I think they reported that.
Look how long my hair was.
Berger had his encounter, which was a crazy one. So that's
Darren
Ingrid
Berger,
Cole
yeah.
actually flew down in an hour, not an hourglass, like a oil lantern.
Yeah, the
UFO.
glass, the UFO was like a bulb in the middle with 2 little extensions
And
on
got out
either
of the
side.
car, went up and asked him what he does for work, what's his name, and he said, "I'm cold." Back to Darren Berger. Had the conversation and talked for a little bit and then left, got back on the spaceship and zipped away. That happened multiple times, so that's pretty crazy.
There's the phone.
Coffee shop, please do not touch. It's a real menu. That's
It was. I was like, damn, it's
menu,
real.
but it's actually like a real menu. That's awesome.
That's the
This
window
is
that
Mothman
broke in the
Prophecies.
movie.
Telephone used in the Motius scene, yeah, when he says, chapstick.
Yes.
So reports of people getting phone calls in the night.
Yeah,
and
Michael's
at 5
found
o'clock,
stuff. He's
a lot
found
of people's phones
a
were
Native
ringing.
American burial mound. I think he did
And,
too.
Here,
It's not
metallic
100% proof,
voices
but
coming through that
what it
you
looks like to
couldn't
me.
understand, but it was like a
I've
different
seen a
language.
few.
And it sounded like metallic-y or like metal noises and stuff. TVs would freak out and stuff. Some people said that that's not true, but you never know with telepathic people. Because Ingrid Cole supposedly has a whole family. And if you've ever seen the show Hellier, they get a little
I
deeper
already watched
into it.
Hellier
If you want
back
to check them out, they're Planet Weird on YouTube. Check out Planet Weird on YouTube, they're good. Erie City, yeah, the screeching. 100-mile-an-hour bird, that's also what I was talking about. Thing followed them right next to the car, pretty much swooping down for miles, and they were going about 100. TNTR sightings continue. Weird sky observed by motorists. Looking for the little police report ones that where some cops actually saw Mothman. So even today, Mothman's seen, and he's actually at Chicago Airport seen a whole bunch of times by security guards, by some of the people up in the tower, the air control. A woman actually testified to seeing full, like 7-foot, huge bat-like creature with big red eyes. Let's see. That's the crane. UFO makes return visit over Mason Cove. Flatwood area. I forgot about there's also the Flatwoods Monster, which I love. If you don't know the Flatwoods Monster, check out Flatwoods Monster. That's right around here. And fun fact, Bat Boy. I guess there was a Bat Boy of some kind. Still at large. Bright UFO stovepipe. That's a different one. Hunting creature seen twice.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is one of my favorite places I ever been. I'm going back.
This is exactly why I came here. Bird shaped just were found on.
Yep, Michael. There's a trail already around it. It's the right shape, its size.
So that's the piece of
I'd
driftwood
probably say
we should-
maybe 20 or more could be buried in there.
Let's see.
I don't know how long it would, or how much it would be to get a LiDAR scanner to come out and scan the mound and see if anything's inside. But that would be awesome. Hey, if you could rent it for like an hour, see how much it is. Scan the mound and see if anything's inside. You might piss them off, but just don't bring anything home. There, Michael. I may work on something after this live. I probably will be live for a little bit longer, show you a few more things, and then I gotta go pick up the kid.
These are still out there. This is what I would love to
Yeah,
go
I
to.
want to go to the abandoned military factories and the TNT area. I think Wild and Weird has said if you're ever here, let us know so I can actually meet up with them. They could take me out there. Because they get UFOs nowadays out there while they're filming at night. They do all sorts of stuff. Wild and Weird, West Virginia, man. Cool. Indeed, and the fact I'm a sod. Okay, well that was...
There's signatures all over it. Top secret.
Yeah, text typing on here. It's hard to put any feeling behind your text.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. One of the original jackets.
So cool.
More info. I could have spent 3 hours in here, but I think I went to the statue. We walked around a bit. We went in the other
These are
store.
actually. Huh?
Alright, there's another one. Hold on. Alright, good.
If you'd like to read some more.
Still there. Carolyn was a big part in all the info. She researched everything.
I'm just showing these so that you can read if you would like.
I don't think...
Well, we're gonna go see
We're gonna
this
read
guy
it.
in a moment.
Yeah, I go slap his butt. Yeah, but Michael, I think you could get one for like $50 for an hour or something. Real, nothing expensive. But if you could prove that, I don't know. They might make it a site or something. I don't know, because they put a marker at least for the one near my parents' house.
I'm still just amazed. What does this say? Concrete used in the bridge collapse scene. That's what those are.
Yeah, so those are all real movie props. That too is part of just a prop of it from the movie, part of the bridge. Yeah, and that's how they knew exactly where the failure was, the 13th pin. There was a lot of coincidences at the time. If you ever watch Hellier,
I'm going to. I was just filming a little more. So if you want to, I was doing these placards so they could read if they want.
the bridge was 2,300 something feet long. West Virginia. Silver Bridge collapse,
I don't
exactly.
know if you want to read, but
Those are some of the...
from Point Pleasant Bridge, Ohio River.
That's the actual pin that broke.
Loops that broke off. The
And that's-
13th one broke off the bridge.
That's the tape.
Hamburger tapes.
Yeah, those are really important.
Tapes. Susan Shepard, thank you for donating those because that's a crazy story. You could do it. Can you? I did.
If I lived in the 1800s, I could get by with
I'm still
500
looking.
bucks. Things were captured on camera and, pictures and some video, but Chicago, I believe, Mothman's been spotted on camera. There's a few other spots that he's
Let's look at some
popped
more
up.
of Keith's
Usually a
stuff.
disaster happens after he shows up.
Assuming you this giving Mary is all in New York convention there. Tragedy or wheeling. Huh.
I think when camcorders were new, that would have been the best time to have caught footage, yeah?
I'm loving
Roger, definitely.
it.
Nowadays it's too easy to fake.
Thank you very much.
And you have a tougher time being believed because, well, think
Thank you for
the
letting me
60s,
film.
man, these people were seeing something if they all went to the police.
So, funny
I
thing
forget how
about
many
things
reports
like
there
that,
were.
sending,
Project Blue
weird
Book.
Messages. A lot of people said that they had dreams of the
I
president.
think in a second you'll see Project
And
Blue
a lot
Book.
of people didn't know what that meant.
I gotta make sure I'm not late to picking up Riley. Let me see what time it is.
Everybody had presents.
Mexico City, 1985. Reports of huge, strange birds appear in the weeks before a destructive earthquake rocks the city.
So also, Chernobyl. Yep.
Locals describe frightening encounters with a bird-like man over the course of several months. Encounters that
It's weird watching a TV, watching a TV.
The bridge collapse, the Silver Bridge collapse. Mothman actually got spotted and some pictures were taken of him.
You're attached and people still hit.
similar experiences.
Keeps you on your toes.
Suddenly they realize what they had really experienced.
Yeah, so these are some of the original.
A lot of people all over the world.
I still got like
have seen this.
20-30 minutes before I gotta go pick up the kids, so
Dozens of sightings have been
still watching Sam Ham. Thanks, man. It's very amazing. I'll probably go back in the museum.
just like one of those 8mm black and white horror films.
Dinner? What time is it for you?
Beyond the mere
It's just like 12:45 now. I'm looking at lunch.
Harris Steakhouse.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. The only one I mess with is Beardo and do self-promoting because I have the whole time I've known him. And it's kind of just a joke,
Ice
but
cream dish or it's a sherbet dish. It just reminded me of that.
it's Beardo's fault anyway.
Proprietor Harris Steakhouse.
Hi.
King.
Hi, Eric.
1970s.
Yes, sir. You should take a nap, dude.
Oh man,
You've been awake.
this is very
Little
cool.
baby has been awake watching this with me the whole time. You like it, huh? Is it weird seeing Daddy talking on TV?
Drink milk, got milk.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's almost 6 over in the UK. Damn.
There's so many little cool things I haven't even looked at.
Oh,
Like
chicken
this
curry.
sign-
Chicken Thai green curry.
Little sign is
I haven't
so
had
cool.
chicken curry in a
Now,
while.
this lady was reportedly followed by
Mary
Men
Hyde.
in Black, I believe.
Yeah, so all the newspaper people and people doing reports on Mothman and UFOs would be followed by Men in Black.
Wow.
Sausage and mash for me, I think.
Read all that.
I don't know what I'm doing for dinner tonight.
Look at this.
Later, Mystic Meemaw, thanks for coming.
That's so cool. Oh look, there's that would be
Be good.
Ingrid Cole.
Sucking up people. Some
Very
cool art.
artwork, too.
Yeah.
U.S. astronaut walks on moon.
So that's an
Yeah,
original
that was around
newspaper.
the same time. That was
69. I didn't even film it. There is a date on it somewhere, but now I'm getting over to Project Blue Book, which was crazy
that's
that
very cool.
they actually had the Project Blue
TNT black powder container. West Virginia Ordnance Works. Today is the TNT area magnified dynamite.
Yeah, so that whole thing was full of dynamite,
Out there,
TNT,
I
and
believe
stuff.
They're still trying to clean some of it up.
Yeah, there's still radiation and weird stuff out there.
John Keel.
I didn't know about that.
Kennedy.
All the best.
Signature. Rare letter by John Keel about the Mothman and the Men in Black.
A real letter. I was like, if he was real life paintball or target game Beardo, he'd be an easy target. He was like Michael Birkin.
Thank you.
That's funny, dude.
Washington, D.C.
Oh, you got Hello Fresh. That does look good.
Wow.
Right, I'm gonna watch while I get some food. Won't be chatting. That's all right, Pump. Thanks for coming in. I'm probably gonna end it after we go to the statue, and later on tonight I'll put up the Back to the Future props and the upstairs of Paul Shea's house and museum.
Basically controlled. That's what's marked
Yeah,
off.
there's one of the copies of Project Blue Book.
I don't think it was controlled.
Yeah. There you go.
Mothman.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to
I'll
the
definitely come back
Mothman
when I'll be
Festival.
at one of these festivals.
Yes.
Look at all the books.
Yeah. Flatwoods
Yeah,
monster
no more about
stuff.
the guy who wrote the book here. Yep.
He became obsessed and just did tons of research.
It's very
8 years later, the book went public. So it took a long time for the stories to get out, but they did. UFO secret discovered.
Mexico by reporter. There's all sorts of UFOs. Stranger Things. The Russians got involved.
So we know
Are you ready to go see the statue? Check it out. There's the Flatwoods monster.
And Mothman.
He was really famous for a while.
Yeah, that was earlier. He came first, and so did Injured Cold, and then Mothman showed up, and that disaster happened. So maybe they were all warnings.
There's a
Men in Black with no license plate.
Men in Black car, Cadillac. There he is.
Yeah. There was more than one, but they got one picture of the guy. I mean, you gotta remember, this is early 60s. So people didn't have cameras like we do.
I'm going.
That's all real artwork from people in the town, and I think you can buy it.
I'll try and show you everything I can.
Yeah, we weren't there long the first time because we were still driving home. We're probably still 6 hours, 7 hours from
All right,
home or
guys,
something.
we're getting out of here. We're gonna go see the statue now. Please go.
It should just go to the statue. I don't know if it will, but
Stay on the sidewalk.
I'm yelling at Riley. Yeah.
Mothman. So, I'm gonna sticker slap this. Hey Riley.
Yeah, and this is how I found Spooky Appalachia right here. Yeah, Riley filmed it for me.
This hand. You filming? Yeah. All right. Let's sticker slap.
He's a good little helper.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't get it. All right. I got it. Sticker slap.
Sticker slap, and this is where I found.
No, you gotta take your stickers there forever.
My stickers stay in there forever with all these other stickers. So, let's see. Danger, abandoned roadside historic YouTube. I will
I've
check it
talked to
out.
them too.
Don't forget to check out stickers because there are people that are putting things on there that.
Yeah, my sticker was on there for a while. I think it's covered up now.
Do you want to see the big statue?
There goes my sticker. Yeah, it's gone. The last time I went, it was
Yeah,
gone.
stand in front of them. Oh, that'd be so cool if there was all.
Yeah, you've probably seen some of this on a show somewhere or about Mothman. Mothman. I wish. Yeah, and there's an ice cream shop right across the street there.
Scoop. We gotta get one. Hello,
And
Mothman.
I didn't go to the pizza shop
Let me
this
see
time,
this.
but
So everybody can read it.
sculpted by
job,
artist
Bob Roach.
Bob Roach, West Virginia. It's an awesome statue. It's so big.
2003. Wow. Your shoes untied? He's got a nice butt.
Yeah, Christmas snack. Well, I made it to Camp Pleasant. Bucket list number 2. Grab my head.
Yeah, my other bucket list was stopping at White Castle because I've never been there. Look at my hair. I got crazy hair.
I'll shake his hand. Nice to meet you. Do you want to get an ice cream? Alright. Well, peace out. SrSpookfest out. I hope you enjoyed all the Mothman stuff. I really enjoyed it. I probably will be back in the spring to go actually investigating. Make sure
Yeah, I still got to get out to the TNT area. I left a sticker in there.
Oops. Okay, later, guys.
Alright, I'm going to stop this here. You guys, have a great one. Thanks for watching with me.
Hello, everybody. Ryan here. What's up?
I don't even know what investigation I have on now.
Bridgewater Triangle.
But thanks for joining me.
It's about to get dark.
I'll be back later and probably put up the Back to the Future, all the stuff and props and the beginning of that so you guys can watch that. I might just make it a normal video, not a live, but this was my favorite stuff to do, just walk out into the woods. Thanks, Michael.
Go check that out.
Alright, thanks everybody. I will talk to you soon.
Hopefully.
Have a fun day, everyone.
all the
Laters.
same, but this is leading to that point where I got